Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Teacher Jess once again. So ngayon guys is we're going to talk about the objective number 1, which is the applied knowledge of content within and across curriculum teaching areas, PPST, Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers 1.1.2. And this is a COI or Classroom Observable Indicator. But before that, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel for uh, updated videos that I am posting and hit the notification bell at the same time. And share this video to help others. So this video is to enlighten teachers about the COI or the objective number 1, applied knowledge of content within and across curriculum teaching areas, PPST 1.1.2. So this is to uh, make the teachers understand about this objective, and this is a COI or Classroom Observable Indicator that you are going to hit or to comply when you are having your classroom observation. So the main focus of this objective is to integrate or to incorporate other objectives coming from other subjects or learning areas. So the main focus is to integrate and incorporate. So take note of that. If you prepare your lesson or your lesson plan, you need to integrate other learning areas or subjects, as what I have mentioned a while ago. So you are going to integrate, just like for example, the GMRC or the Good Manners and Right Conduct, English and Filipino, Mathematics, Araling Panlipunan, EPP or TLE, and the MAPE or the Music and Arts, and the PE and Health, which are already combined into two component. We have the music and arts, and the other one is the physical education and health. So those learning areas, you can integrate or incorporate that in your lesson when you are going to have your classroom observation. And don't just only focus on the subject or the learning area you are going to teach, especially the competencies or the objectives. You must integrate or incorporate other competencies coming from other learning areas that are relative to your lesson. Just like, for example, the GMRC or the Good Manners and Right Conduct. So you're asking there, or you're going to ask the learners, what are the values you've learned in our lesson? That is already an integration of GMRC. And if you are having an activity or something interactive, you are also asking them what are the values you've gained in our activity. Then they are going to respond, cooperation, being respectful, be kind, just like that. So you integrated the GMRC subject. And when it comes to English and Filipino, whatever subjects you are teaching, you allow them to read text, or sa Filipino, teksto o para po or paragraph in English. Then automatic, there is an integration of reading competency. And when you are explaining or the learners encounter hard word or words, then you are explaining to them what is the meaning of it, there is an integration of vocabulary development to the learners. So you integrated the reading and the vocabulary development in order for them to understand the unfamiliar word or words. And when it comes to numeracy, you are going to ask relative to a number or numeracy number that answers numeracy number. It's like, for example, how many pets do you have at home? Just like that. So the learners will answer your question that we have only one pet, two pets, or how many pets that they have in their house or at home. So there's an integration of numeracy skills. Then in my previous video, I mentioned also there if you have games or contests or interactive activity that earns points, then you allow your learners to compute their points or earned points or gained points in your game or interactive game, especially when you are integrating ICT or interactive games online. So there are a lot of interactive games there that the learners will arouse their interest to participate in playing and having that game or activity. Then, when it comes to science, ask questions that are basic science concept connected to your lesson. Just like, for example, why do we need to plant trees? Why is it that there's a rainbow? So there's an integration of science or basic science concepts. Then make sure that when you are having the questions, it must be connected to the competency or to the objectives you are teaching so that integration or incorporation takes place. All right? And further, you can apply these questions in motivation, in the middle of your lesson, or in generalization. So you can apply those questions. So in Araling Panipunan, when you are going to integrate AP in your lesson, you can ask, just like for example, what is your rule or your responsibilities in the community or in your family. So that is an integration of Araling Panlipunan. When it comes to MAPE, then you can integrate there or incorporate making of poster or drawings because drawings and posters are form of arts just like that, or make your learners create a lyric or play a music or a sound for them to sing and dance. So MAPE or music and arts and physical education and health is incorporated. When it comes to TLE or EPP, Edukasyong Pantahanan at Pangkabuhayan, you can integrate EPP by explaining how to make the product. Then entrepreneurship, yes, planting, cooking, and whatsoever. So you can have that in your Edukasyong Pantahanan at Pangkabuhayan or ways on how to plant, how to take care the plants, how to water the plants, just like that, how to organize a garden, and how to take care of the animals, just like that. So there's an integration of different learning areas in our lesson, and that is called integration or incorporation, that is in objective number 1, COI, applied knowledge of content within and across curriculum teaching areas. So that's all, guys, about my personal experience of and sharing my knowledge in this objective number 1 in classroom observation. So that's the wrap, guys, and I hope that you've learned from me, and I'll see you on the next objectives that I am going to talk about and discuss to you. See you on my next video. God bless and have a good day and good night. Thank you for watching this video. Paalam!